Alright. It's not a video that I ever thought I will make, but it's a video that I apparently need to make. Someone wrote to me saying that they were suicidal, and that my videos were helping them to find an appreciation for life and music in particular. And it's funny, just in like the last week or so, I read a big article in Rolling Stone about some guy named Jamie Tworkowski, I believe his name is, from the suicide hotline nonprofit thing called To Write Love on Her Arm. Something we want to check out, but just found out about it. Guy's reaching out to people, helping them, just this regular surfer dude. And, you know, people love him. He's helping people to live. And I think that's cool. So, if there's anything I can offer, because I'm not a counselor, it's that writing in a book can help you. And it can help you realize that, not that, you know, the answers that you get all the time, you're not alone. Even if you are alone, it's okay to be alone. You can get a lot of stress out with your own words, and you don't need to be a brilliant writer to do it. I can show you, I have a bookshelf filled with notebooks, and I can tell you that at least 80% of them probably don't even have one poem in there that's worth publishing, because it takes a while to get good at it. But that doesn't mean that those earlier writings weren't helpful to help me get to where I am now, where I am a better writer. You just need to know that it's not wrong or in any way unusual to have suicidal thoughts. Some of you have been through horrible things, you know, child molestation, or even problems that you committed yourself, that you can't live with the guilt, you know, of what you've done. But I can tell you that life is worth living simply because you don't know what's around the next corner. You don't know that today's stress and today's like heartache won't, you know, help you in the future to become a better person. And like, what if the person of your dreams, you're supposed to meet them tomorrow, and you cut it short today? Just seems like a very, very risky move. So I'm here to share with you a couple of poems that I've written that I'm not ashamed of. I think it's funny that people, like, if they see that you've written a suicidal poem, they'd be so scared for you, like, oh my gosh, how could you have those thoughts? That's simply because they don't write. Did you guys ever hear Just a Thought by CeeLo? I've tried everything but suicide. But, what is it? And I tried everything but suicide. I don't remember what the words are, but the song is good. It's good. It's just an exercise. It's a writing exercise. And I don't think that you guys should be ashamed of how you feel at all. So let me share you a couple of my silliest poems during my depressing times, and I think you'll see that writing helps. I didn't write these, you know, with a razor blade in my hand. I wrote them because I knew I was feeling depressed, and there was nothing wrong with that. And if I just get this nastiness out of me, I'll feel better. Okay, so here I'm going to start with the harshest one first, so you can so I can show you that there's nothing wrong with feeling this way. Okay, Not That I Mind. I don't really like the title, but that's the title of this particular one. Not That I Mind, I guess, is probably a way of me telling myself, hey, it's not a big deal that I wrote this. It's not something you should sweat about. Okay? I'm committing suicide. I mean it. I am there. I've given up, lying around beneath my own cold stare. I'm tired, yet don't do a thing, and tired I remain still. I sound like a total waste of life. Now, where'd I put that pill? How corny. The one that takes the pain away, the one that says there's hope. The one that I will swallow hard when I really cannot cope. With the fact that I have full control of me, myself, and I. A burden and a pleasure that you will never know. Why? The last remaining thing to do is take myself away. But I am so fucking lazy that I remain here today. And it amuses me. It's everybody has these unhappy moments. It's not the end of the world. And it's not something that you should ever fear exploring within yourself. I mean, you may find as you're writing, like here's Dandelion Heart. Here's another poem, all right? I'm seeing myself all too well these days. Excuses cannot be made. Besides, it gets more complicated the longer you play the charade. The truth is, I'm a dandelion, a weed that's grown too long. A pretty flower to a child, to an adult, something wrong. I'm a garden that needs tending to, an eyesore of the mind. But what if you're the dandelion? Would the world to you look kind? And I haven't really analyzed any of these poems as to what they mean, because, like I said, they are a way for me to just get it out. Get out my frustration, that moment, that spike in your mind. It's completely normal. I promise you. It's 100% normal. You're okay. Now you can come back and watch this video tomorrow and I'll still be here. Watch the rest of the videos. Take in life. Find anything that inspires you and just grab onto it. Study it. Make it your own. What if the dandelion was the only thing you cared about and you want to devote your life to finding out more about the dandelion? Do it. Be the biggest dandelion expert in the world. You know what I mean? And it's something. It's a lot more than nothing. It's a lot more than emptiness. And not to mention, a lot of people when they're suicidal don't realize how much pain that they're going to cause all the people around them. And you don't ever get a chance to apologize to them. It's just over. They're just left with the distaste of, why didn't you trust me enough to help you? And you don't want to do that to people that love you. And chances are there are some people out there that love you. So here's my final little ditty for this particular poem, and I hope it gives you comfort. It's called Mostly Humans. It looks like I wrote the title later after it didn't have a title for a long time, so the title might not really be relevant. But here it is, Mostly Humans. The reason why I smoke my mind isn't very hard to find. The outlines drawn for me by millions of moral madmen who lived and worked at ridiculous ratios. I'm an apocalyptic scientist without training, stumbling onto a botched experiment. A blinding vision of doubt and steady decline led me into a cloud haze on a Sunday morning, and religion at last made perfectly no sense. By dumbing down instead of getting a leg up, a thousand philosophies stumbled onto my lap for observation and a skeptical tweaking. A futile but stress-free existence is slow going as well. The minutes very long as the years shrink into analog memory streams. It's all pointless, independable moments. Whatever that means. Sacrificial lambs at fate's wake, plotting our futures like hamsters on a wheel. You know, maybe that last sentence is the only relevant and poignant part of the whole thing. But it's okay. I don't judge the poem. I don't. If you need to get something out, I think that you should buy yourself a time waster. Buy yourself something that helps you get through those moments where you feel like your life is being wasted away, or your time is being wasted away. You have too much time. Help yourself. Write it down. I hope this is helpful. Peace from your man, DJ Functional. Talk to you soon.